So my last two videos have gotten a lot of people riled up, it seems. So in this video, I'm going to give them a little bit of a break. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the video that's right below this one, go ahead and give that a watch if you want to have a good hearty chuckle at the expense of the Tennessee Titans and their horrible fan base, their horrible players, horrible organization, whole 9 yards, but you already know that. And I would like to address a group of people before I start getting into the topic of this video. London Jaguars, 2024 London Jaguars, 2023 London Jaguars. Ho, ho, ho. You're not funny. You are not funny. You are not original. No one is laughing at you. Well, we are laughing at you, but not for the reasons that you want us to laugh at you. And above all else, you are just incorrect and you are wrong. And in this video, I am going to talk about what are the realistic expectations for how much longer will the Jaguars play a home game in London. Let's talk about it. So it has been ever since, I want to say 2013, I believe, was the first season. I believe we played the San Francisco 49ers back in 2013 in good old Wembley. And I think we got blown out. I don't even care to remember. But we have played one game every single year since that season in Wembley Stadium. And the Jaguars have kind of built a little bit of a fan base over there because of that. And the reason that our owner has it that way is because, I get it. It helps with the revenue. Jacksonville is a small market. Helps with the revenue and all that, and kind of expands the fan base on a larger area than just Jacksonville, because I think I'm basically the only Jaguar fan that doesn't live in Jacksonville. Well, I know of one other, my cousin. But for the most part, Jaguar fans outside of Jacksonville are very few and far in between. So the kind of idea of wanting to globalize us and push us and grow fan bases, I get that. But here's the thing. I do not live in Jacksonville. I probably never will live in Jacksonville. I never have lived in Jacksonville, Florida. However, obviously, I love their football team. I love the Jaguars very, very much. I have loved this team since I was a little boy. I have worn hats and t-shirts, and there's a photo of me somewhere wearing a Mark Brunell jersey as a little boy on Christmas Day. And I love this team very much. And there's a lot of people in Jacksonville that love this team very much, who actually go to the games regularly. I have been going to one game a year for the last couple of years. But there's a lot of people in Jacksonville that love this team. However, they have been given a crap product for a very long time. Winning cures everything. Winning will cure everything. Okay? And this fella right here, and Urban Meyer, and the structure that they are placing in this organization. What does the shirt say? It says hope. It says hope. And that's what we have with those guys. Now, what does this have to do with London? Winning puts butts in the seats. Okay? Go look at the 2017 home games. Go look at the highlights. When you're done watching this glorious YouTube video, go watch those YouTube videos. And go look at the New England game and the Jets game in 2018. It's almost sold out. It's packed. It's loud. The fans are into everything that happens. It's an amazing atmosphere. Why is that? Because they're winning. And do you think that if it's like that every week for a year, for 2 years, for 3 years, 4 years, 10 years, will Shad Khan have to send the team overseas still to get that extra revenue? He will not. And do you know why? Because, and here's the bad thing, someone like me who has worn this stuff, and I still do, this is what I wore today. I didn't just put this on for this video. This is what I wore when I went through my day today in Eagle territory, okay? But I lost my train of thought. I remembered it. There are people who eventually will wear the 16 jersey. They will put on the DJ Chark jersey. They will put on the Josh Allen jersey. Oh, I'm a Jaguar fan. I'm a Jaguar fan. Someone out in Detroit, someone out in Pittsburgh, wherever, someplace where there's no Jaguar fans. There'll be all these people who all of a sudden, I've always loved the Jaguars. Bruh. Making people like me and like you look bad. But we will embrace them. We will love them just the same. I'm getting off track a little bit, but not really. Winning will cure everything. If Travis Etienne, if Trevor Lawrence and Urban Meyer bring to this team what we think they can, what they have the capability of doing, the Jaguars will be a winning organization for a long time. And with that, we'll eliminate the need to go to London. They're going this year, and guess what? They're probably going to go next year. Good chance a year after that. But let's say that third year the Jags are in the AFC Championship game. Let's say they make their first Super Bowl appearance. Then at that point, does that become enough? Because I can guarantee you this, at that point, Jacksonville itself will sell out home games. I promise you they will. I know this fan base loves this football team. They do. They love the Jaguars. But they need a reason to invest the money. They need a reason to get off their couches, and they need a reason to go down to the bank on Sunday, and they need a reason to be there, and they got one now. At least we think they got one now. And with that will come the need to not have to go all the way over to London. And instead of globalizing the Jaguars, which they kind of already have done that. Like, those people who like the Jaguars because they've been going to Wembley every year and they've been seeing us, like, they're still going to be fans. Like, if they don't, then screw them. We don't need them anyway. But they're still going to be fans of this team. So you're probably not going to lose. Like, I guarantee all those dudes probably bought Trevor Lawrence jerseys already. Like, you're not going to lose that support financially. And then here in the States, where people have much more means to come to your games, to what's the word I'm looking for? Stimulate the economy in Jacksonville, and to just make the Jaguars just grow internally instead of having to fly for 16 hours or 12 or however long it is over to London. So how long will the Jaguars have to play in London? How long will this really go on for? It could go away within the next 4 years. It could. It could go away sooner than that. Realistically, it is confirmed this year. That's one. Next year, I would bet pretty solid money, because as much as I'm talking up, if the Jags win 7 or 8 games this year, I'd be thrilled. I do not expect a 2017 type season. I want that to be known. If it happens, I will be happier than you can even fathom. I don't expect it, which is why next season we will more than likely have the London game. The third year is where it might get a little iffy. The fourth year, though, if the Jags win the Super Bowl 3 years from now, then I could see it. I legitimately could see, because our ticket sales are so good and people will jump on the bandwagon. Look at the Seahawks. Look at the Seahawks, what they became. Look at when Peyton Manning played for Denver. Like, every time I went to Walmart, I saw half the people wearing Eagles jerseys, half the people wearing Peyton Manning Denver Broncos jerseys, and now I don't see them anymore. The same thing can happen with Trevor. Which would just eliminate that need to go to London. I feel like I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I hope I'm getting my point across to you guys. So that's kind of, like I said, I think within 5 years, 3 to 5 years, I would say, is the window. I'll leave it at that we will play in London. 3 to 5 years. 5 years from now, I will say we will probably not be playing in London anymore. At least if everything else goes to plan, that is. If you made it this far in this video, I appreciate you. You're the real one. Thank you for your support. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, please hit subscribe. If you hate the Tennessee Titans, absolutely subscribe, because I want you to be a part of my audience, because I hate them with everything that I have. I want to share that hatred with you. I hope you have a wonderful day.